Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to the middle of April. Welcome to Friday. Happy Good Friday and happy Easter. This is a fun weekend for many. Some of it can be challenging because, again, it's a family time-ish. There's also the fact that we're looking at the whole Christian Catholic aspect to it. Please, 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 no matter what past stuff, look at it for what it is. It's an opportunity to have a little bit of extra time with those who are meaningful for you. Whether you believe in that aspect of what is being projected for this weekend, doesn't matter. We have some extra time. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Because it is what we make of it. That's going to be what's important. So, I have done my community service. Let's get into this week. So this is a fun week because not only does it give us a little bit of extra chocolate love, we're also looking at International Unicorn Day on Sunday. So that can be a good positive for people. And then also we have that quarter moon coming in. We have that half moon coming in on Thursday. Let's see here. Yeah, we have the last quarter moon on the 13th. That balancing energy. So this is a fantastic time to really reestablish stuff for us and get some stuff done that we want. Helping to really embrace here and now, which I know can be really challenging for many of us because we do get caught up in the expectations and demands of life. And I get that. It's part of adulting. It's not the fun part, but it is a part of it. So we need to make sure that we're not getting too wrapped up in it. We want to get stuff done, but we need to make sure that we are present and enjoying. So because we're kicking off with the Unicorn International Unicorn Day, I do have the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. I don't use it a lot. Pamela Chen created this a number of years ago. It's a very unique and kind of playful pun on the Rider-Waite deck. It's very pastel-y. That's probably why I don't use it a lot. And yeah, it's a spring, for me it's a very much a spring deck that I do bring out at the Easter time because Easter sometimes, because again, it's that very random floating holiday. It reminds me of that turtle that comes up with the it's that myth around the turtle that has a city on it or a town on it. That's the kind of feel I have with Easter because I never know when it's going to happen. But this deck I usually bring out for International Unicorn Day and Easter. Other than that, I don't use it a lot. It's not in my repertoire of, my normal rotation. Then, of course, this is the Unicorn Tarot or the Magic of the Unicorn Tarot or Oracle with Diana Cooper. Very unicorn based. We're kicking it off with the International Unicorn Day, so, right? Like, sometimes you have to play on some of these things. And have fun. It's just a fun time. All right, let's look at this. What can my friends expect from April 9th through the 15th? And isn't it crazy that we're already at the middle of April? Like I've said before on my channel here, as you get older, it seems the time just seems to like fly by faster and faster. I do have to admit, shuffling this, it's a nice shuffle. I like the cardstock she used. It was a Kickstarter years ago. Literally, we just saw that card when I was showing everybody the deck. The Hermit. This, of course, is the 11th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about that inner journey, that reflection, that time for self. Again, it talks about going into the darkness. And I have to admit, one of the things I don't like about this, there isn't a high contrast to this deck. It's pastel on white. So the purple here doesn't make that unicorn pop very much. The Nine of Wands. and he's in reversed. So there is a need and a pull to do some reflection. At the same time, there's a resistance to what it is we're trying to do. We're not going to feel strong. We're not going to feel, yeah, this is good. I'm feeling connected. We feel kind of blah and exhausted, and this just adds more. And really, do I have to? Oh my God, how am I going to get this all done? There's so much I have to do. And it's that energy that is going to really pull us down this week. So making conscious efforts. Again, it doesn't have to be extensive. It does not have to be time consuming. A little bit goes a long way, right? A few minutes here, a few minutes there, it starts to add up, especially as we do it on a consistent basis. So know that the Hermit wants to support us in going deeper, but at the same time, if we add extra and we start to turn this 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands and we burn ourselves out, no one's going to win. So please take it slow and be mindful of self this week. And I think that moon, that balancing moon energy will help, because again, it's a balance. It helps with getting rid of what's not working and getting into what is. And funny, I've already recorded it. I have a healing release. Sorry, let's try that again. It's really early and I haven't finished my first cup of caffeine. So I have a releasing healing, makes more sense, coming out on Tuesday, the 11th. So sometimes I know these things and I don't even know I know these things when I'm like, what kind of healing should I do today? Yeah. So let's look at the beginning of the week. What can my friends expect from the beginning of the week? So again, this is Easter Sunday. This is the International Unicorn Day. And you know what? Use that unconditional love, that very pure energy of the unicorn to help you deal with whatever Easter trauma, spiritual abuse you've dealt with, and enjoy and have fun on the Easter, right? And if you're celebrating Easter on the Friday, okay, or today, that's great. Just make sure that you're not bogging yourself down too much. I love this. The 6 of Cups. This is the reminiscing card. Remember when Easter was about that hunt, that fun, that laughter, that joy, whatever that looked like for you. Yes, our childhood may have been filled of different aspects of what Easter looked like, but we don't want to lose sight of what is going to support us and fill our cup rather than deplete our cup. So taking that into perspective, what's going to help? What's going to make you feel better, stronger? So not only do you have a really, really good week, but you're able to do some of this reflection that you need and want. Now, I know that I said the release is or the healing is coming on Tuesday. No, I already have healings and meditations on release. You can do them now. You can do them whenever you want. That's why they're there for you. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Know that I give you guys guidance, but tools, easy tools to use whenever you need them to overcome the challenges and make things a little bit better for you. I have lots of playlists on meditations, healings, mindfulness tools, and they're all guided and supported so that you're not going to have that stumble of, well, I can't meditate. Even I have tendencies of ADHD. I can do the guided meditations because I'm focusing in on the voice. And they're about a half an hour long. If that's too long, I have healings that are about 15 minutes. Right? So there's times. Or if you're really struggling, I do have meditations that are like 5 to 10 minutes long. So trying to get as many tools in different formats to help. So you can start now. Knowing that that might be a challenge for you, knowing that you're feeling that now, there is no problem starting early. That's why I give you guys these readings early, because this is a projection. This is what it's going to look like. You can modify, tailor this experience so that it works best for you. So, 6 of Cups. That reflection, what brought you joy about this? What brings you joy right now? What has shifted? Right? And it could be knowledge of growing up and understanding things. Okay, let's release some of that. Let's look at some forgiveness. Forgiveness of self, forgive the others. That's where they were at. It does not mean that you're going to approve them or say, you know what, you are scot-free on this, but you're taking back your power, your energy. That's an important part here. We're feeling exhausted. We're feeling overwhelmed. 6 of Cups. 6s are about balance in tarot. So time to balance self out. What's going to fill you and your cup? Because that's going to be an important part. It's going to start to turn this 9 of Cups into the 9 of Wands into something like the 8 of Wands, where we have that movement, that passion, that connection. And we want that. We don't want to feel overwhelmed. It sucks. All right. And this is all about emotion because we are dealing with the cups here. The Wands are about that passion, that energy. The cup, emotion, intuition. This is talking about releasing some of that emotional yuck, that baggage. Let's get on to the middle of the week. What can my friends expect from the middle of the week? And of course, this is where we're going to be able to really embrace that lunar energy. And I'm still trying to formulate what I want to do. I want to start to acknowledge that quarter moon and be able to do some work stuff. Not sure what that's going to look like. Ideas, please leave them below. I love hearing ideas from people. It helps me to go, yes. 2 of Swords. This again, we're talking about balance. The 2s are always about that balance, right? Those decisions, those crossroads. This is about knowledge. This is about the emotion. So in the Swords, the reason we struggle so much with it is that events and situations have occurred, and the emotion that's attached to it is low vibrational. Anger, frustration, sadness, fear. If it was a high vibrational energy of love, joy, excitement, we'd use that to fuel us. We'd feel on fire. We would feel good. Now, the 2 of Swords, it talks about the need to make some decisions for us. We're feeling confused, conflicted. We're not gaining all the information. We have a blindfold on. And usually this blindfold not only covers her eye, but her third eye. So we're really kind of at a disadvantage. We're not able to use our full third eye processing center, our thinking center. Taking some time, balancing self out, releasing that yuck that is making us feel so bad, and we can start to open up that vision center, that information that we're missing. Because there are some important decisions that we need to make for our journey, and it's going to come forward this week. We have that Hermit card. So that balance, and it hasn't come up, but that foundation. Okay, that grounded energy, because to use that thinking center, we need that grounded stability. All my meditations that are over 15 minutes they do have a component of grounding. I also have meditations that are grounding. That's all they are. I have healings that are all grounding. So use the tools that you need to make some decisions for you. This is about using your head. If you're feeling uncertain, you're feeling, spinny, ground yourself. Use your tools. Use your head. What will make you feel better? You're feeling exhausted. Okay, where's all your energy going? Again, this is part of the Hermit. Let's look into self. Let's look into some reflection. Where's your energy going? You don't know? Okay, why don't we do a cord cutting? Do a global one and get yourself unstuck. I have a cord cutting meditation in my Just You and Me playlist, and that's what we do. We cut all the cords. Just zip. And the positive cords, so cords that you have a good relationship with, usually when I do a global cord cutting, the first two that reestablish to me really quickly are my children, because their energy and my energy search each other out and bring it back in. No, the positive ones will naturally reconnect, because your support team will be like, oh, you'll need that one. That's a positive, loving person. You have a good relationship with them. The other stuff you can start to look at. Okay? Like I said, I've got lots of meditations and healings that can help with that. And that balancing moon will support you with it. Okay. We're getting a lot of work done this week, guys. This is a good week. We may feel exhausted. However, these are little pieces that are going to help with that exhaustion and really get you standing on your feet and getting yourself motivated again. All right, end of the week. What does the end of the week bring, my friends? Brings you the end of April. And I think this is why, like, we're still in the Aries energy. And Aries was kicking her butt a bit here. And I think that this is a good week where we're standing into it and going, okay, I do need to do some work for me. Not excessive amounts. Like, nothing that I'm saying to you is going to take you hours or days. It's going to be little pieces of work here and there that will really strengthen you. Also know that if you start to feel like, oh, I have to do it all right now and I can't do anything else, that's your ego talking. Take a breath. When in doubt, take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Do it 3 times. And then think about it. Is this what I need, or is this what my ego wants me to do to make me feel even more exhausted? Because balance is very much key here. We need to balance out your day, balance out your everyday, so that it's not so overwhelming, so that we feel stronger. We're standing on our own 2 feet with understanding. The King of Cups. And he's in reversal. Now, usually the seas are a lot more rocky in this card. Pamela Coleman Smith really drew it, so it was kind of really wobbly. The King of Cups, because we're looking at that emotional card, he has the most control of emotion. And kings always do. They have the most fully developed personality, the most control in their element. Element of water, element of emotion. We need to make sure that part of this exhaustion, part of this disconnection, this blah that we're feeling, is the emotional roller coaster that we're on. We're swinging like a pendulum. It's going to be important, again, like I said, that grounding stability. It's going to help with that. My crystal friends, any black or red crystal will connect in with your root, and that will help with the stability. It helps us be able to calm that emotion and then also use that thinking center. If you want more work on your root, I actually did a series last year about doing some teaching on how to work with your different chakras. And then I did a corresponding healing. So something that'll help. Because we do need to take control of self. We need to empower self so we're not feeling so disconnected. We're not feeling so blah and, well, lack of energy. That we are able to turn that king and start to take control. Because once we start to take control over our emotions, so we're not so up and down and swinging left, right, and center, we can start to engage in our intuitional energy, that high vibrational energy. We can also start to look at that creativity that comes with the sword or the cup. We have that intuitional creativity. And because we have the 9 of Wands up here, it is in reverse, but we do have the wand. It brings in that passion-based creativity, which is the kind of the yin-yang of creativity. We start to make little shifts for ourselves this week. We're going to see a big, difference in our everyday. We're going to be able to engage in some of those creative endeavors, those pieces that bring us that joy, that passion, that fill our cup, not take away from our cup, and we turn that 9, we start to see that energy come in. We're not so reactive, we feel better, and we're just enjoying life a little bit more, which helps with that growth and that understanding. Because again, when we're able to engage in creative endeavors, we're getting out of our head, we're getting out of our way, and the high vibrational beings, the universal energy, well, it starts to share that aha. Additionally, instead of the universe kicking us in the butt with towers and exhaustion and challenge, we see the universal energy start to support us, going, look at them go. Let's put things together so things slide better. And we start to see things go right. We're attracting that positive energy. I apologize. My neighbor have small grandchildren and they're over and I can hear them screaming in the backyard. I'm not sure if that's picking up on audio or not. I apologize if it is. They I think are having fun. Pretty sure, I'm hoping they are. All right. Support. Okay. Will help my friends embrace the Hermit and this shift, this energy shift. Okay. Oops. Cards. Uncord relationships. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. 2 topics I talked about. Cord cutting, and I have meditations in my Archangel playlist and in my Just You and Me playlist. Different perspectives, different takes. That cord cutting can help with that energy, when especially we're not too sure where it's going. Now, the big difference between my 2 meditations, the Archangel meditation is with Archangel Michael, who helps us with that cord cutting, and Archangel Raphael, who helps heal us after the cord cutting. Can be a really just nice rejuvenation, especially after that aspect. If you're looking for some forgiveness, I do have a few forgiveness meditations, both on my Archangel playlist and in my Just You and Me playlist. So there is that support. But again, it's not about forgiving and empowering them. It's about, okay, you know what? I forgive that situation. I forgive what I've done to empower me, not them. This is all about you. That's upside down. Law of grace. Be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but to me it feels more like that forgiveness piece. Grace is a hard thing for a lot of us to embrace. It can be a word that is very connected into the Christian and Catholic religion. So know that grace energy, that serene energy is there. It's a universal energy, unconditional love. We can't keep holding on to some of this toxic, because the toxic is really disempowering us. Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. Don't really feel like it's an acceleration, but it is part of that build your light body. What this is talking about is empowering you. Empowering that high vibrational you, taking control of your emotion, starting to remove some of those blinders, not feeling so exhausted. That builds up our light self, our high vibrational self. These are positive pieces, little pieces, but once put together, make a puzzle that really, empower us, make us feel stronger and better. And that's what this week is about, making us feel stronger and better by building up that high vibrational energy within us, our light body. And we can't build up that light body until we start to release some of that gunk, some of that blah. And yeah, know that that's going to be something that we do not frequently, but things that we're going to have to work for and do on an ongoing basis throughout our life, because other situations, other events will happen, and we're going to have to release some of the stuff. We can start to forgive deeper wounds that may have happened in past lives. So know that it's not just once this is done this week, we're finished. It's not that clear cut. And I think that if it was, we would have done it a long time ago. I want to thank you guys for joining me this week. And I hope that this helps you to, empower you. Take back some of your energy. Strengthen you. And don't forget to have that fun. Let that inner child out. Enjoy. It's up to you to make those steps for you. Because no one can make this life enjoyable for you other than you. Now, if you did like this session, please give it a thumbs up, as it does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. But more importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. I am hoping in the next near future I will be back live. However, know that there's going to be ongoing and continued support through recorded sessions until I'm able to be live again. And you don't want to miss any of this, so subscribing and hitting that bell will help. Additionally, if you're looking for an added layer of support, I still have my Ko-fi and Patreon page. They're up and going, and I'm posting to them and working with them on a regular in, again, more of a pre-recorded session so that there isn't such a break. Now, I've left links below so you can go check those out. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I wish you guys the happiest of weekends, and I hope that it is full of fun, joy, and love. Until tomorrow, my friends.